It's 87 degrees in my house and the dew point is 74. I'm trying to have a sense of humor. It's getting harder with every passing day. What's your take on the possible flooding in Vermont tomorrow, going into Thursday? As bad as last year or not too bad? So what's going on with the weather that's moving in tomorrow, Wednesday, July 10th, into Thursday, July 11th, is kind of the remnants of Hurricane Beryl. So the energy, the low pressure of that has gone from the Gulf of Texas, has gone through the Midwest, passing it by the Great Lakes, and is going to exit in New England, like everything does. It's maintained a reasonable amount of energy with it. It's no longer a hurricane or a tropical storm or anything like that, but it does have a ton of moisture, and it's a deep area of low pressure, and it's a dynamic system. There's a lot of energy associated with it, and it's moving into this very warm and humid environment. So there's a risk of severe thunderstorms tomorrow. There's a risk of flooding tomorrow. We've got flood and heat warnings everywhere. This is fun. So let's go over high level what's happening. And then on the morning, Wednesday morning, July 10th, we'll do more of a deep dive into the details of what you can expect for the day. So Storm Prediction Center does have a slight area. That's this yellow one here. That's the equivalent to a 2 out of 5 on the risk score. The dark green is a 1 out of 5. Could see maybe the enhanced area, the little orange area pop in there tomorrow. Not seeing it yet for today. But this is the area where we're expecting severe thunderstorms. This does not correlate where I'm concerned about the flooding, which is actually in northern and central New Hampshire and northern and central Vermont, as well as a whole bunch of upstate New York. Here's the tornado percentages for tomorrow. So big area where it's incredibly dynamic. SPC's discussion is here if you'd like to pause it and read it. But basically there's shear, lift, instability, moisture, check, 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 check. Some backing of the surface winds, particularly near the warm front, so it's going to be really important to look at surface analysis tomorrow, could result in low-level veering with height, resulting in some tornado potential. The other big story is the flooding potential. This is the QPF, the quantitative precipitable forecast. Shows you how much water is available in the atmosphere to fall down, like what they're expecting rainfalls to be. See that dark, deep, bright red? It's, 4 to 5 inches of rain in some places over the next 2 to 3 days. So with that comes a substantial flood risk, not terrifying, not freak out or anything like that, but there is totally this flood risk. And so we could see the map here where we zoomed in a little bit more where we're expecting some more of that. But basically showers, thunderstorms, whole mess, just whole mess. And then because forecasters have a sense of humor, and then Thursday rebounds to heat indices between 95 and 100 degrees and hot and humid. Yay. The bright orangey things down here are heat advisories. We see this very large area of flood watches through northern and western Maine, through northern central New Hampshire, through northern and central Vermont, and it goes into upstate New York as well. So here's what forecast models are saying tonight, July 9th, right? So there's a little bit of stuff that's come through here tonight and evening. There's the remnants of Beryl that'll be moving through. When you see the rain right there start to fill in, that's about noon, and it rains and it rains and it rains. Here's these lines that are going to be producing our severe thunderstorms, possible tornadoes. This doesn't stop until early Thursday. So these locations that we're concerned about for flood risk, northern and central parts of Vermont, New Hampshire, northwestern Maine, like upstate New York. These places are going to be seeing rain from like midday Wednesday all through like into the very early morning hours of Thursday morning. That's a lot of rain. It's more than 12 hours of rain. And seeing those amounts we saw in the QPF forecast show you it's quite a bit. That's a lot of rain to fall over a relatively short period of time, especially if there's some isolated cells. You get repeat ones like that. Flood risk is high. So take today to process that information. Think about your day tomorrow, how you want to plan and prepare, anything like that. And we're going to take a look at it again tomorrow morning, Wednesday, July 10th. I can't promise it's going to be early, but I'll do it as soon as I can. There's just chaos going on here right now. But we'll take a look at the forecast models again. We'll see what the SPC says for updates. We'll read the National Weather Service discussions. We'll see how this is evolving, if things are trending more, if they're trending less. So don't freak out. We cool. We're aware and prepared, not scared, because that's how we weather weenies roll.